Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. It's good to have you back this week. Intro will be fairly short. Let me admit right up front that I realize I'm a dumbass. I know I forgot I didn't put the right email address in last week, and I understand that, but I'm going to correct it in this video. I was wondering why nobody was emailing me. I mean, a free sticker's a free sticker. I thought everybody would want one, and then I realized I put the wrong email address on there. So again, I'll fix that today. Also, the first part of the video, what I did this weekend just to get out and ride, see the pretty fall colors. I rode down to Glenville. I went down 19 to Weston, and then 119 and 33 over to Glenville. That's Piglet you hear in the background. And then on the way back, I took 18 up to West Union and 50 back in. A lot of pretty scenery, a lot of pretty leaves. I explained kind of what's going on. Me Vida Loca, either Pam Tillis, if you like her version, or Ricky Martin, Vida Loca, My Crazy Life. I kind of explained what's going on. A lot of changes, unexpected changes, but hey, we're gonna get through this. So, a lot of good video today. I'm gonna fix the email so you guys can get you some West Virginia Dual Sport Adventure stickers. Again, Piglet's eating up her Primani box. We brought her back some leftovers and she's thoroughly enjoying them. But I would feel remiss if I did not share a bourbon with you this week. And this week it is, oh, this is good stuff. Woodford Reserve. It's a double oaked. It's a barrel select finish. It's the family tradition number 3. I just found it. I don't think it's been out that long. As you can see, it is a darker bourbon. But I tell you what, man, it's a good bourbon. I would have a cigar today, but my wife tends to complain when I smoke cigars when the grandkids are here. So we're not gonna have a cigar today, but if I did have a cigar, it would be the regular, the Isle de Sol. Again, I really love those things. They're affordable, they're good. They go good with bourbon, they go good with scotch, they go good with gin and tonic. So again, enjoy the videos today. If you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up. Leave some comments. I know that helps. Share, subscribe if you want to. I think there's a notification thing you can hit. Pretty soon I'm going to figure out how to put all those in the video so you can kind of see them. And I think they link right to all those things. But again, I'm not a very techie kind of guy, but we're learning as we go with the email debacle. But again, thanks for watching. Enjoy. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay, as we can see, the Piglet's being a good girl, but we've got a not so good girl in the house. This is the Savannah girl from Glade Hill I was telling you about, who's my biggest fan. But she's a little jealous because, well, she's not the prettiest girl in the house because Piggy's a little prettier, I think. Piggy's getting the leftover Primanis that we talked about earlier. But anyway, there they are, the two best buddies, Piglet and Savannah. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Such a beautiful day, thought I'd have to get out and ride after last week not being able to drive. You can see the trees are really getting in great color. Very, very pretty up there. Today we're going to ride out to Glenville. Just a short ride today, and I'll explain a little bit about what's going on, what's been happening. A lot of things are starting to change. Like I said, the motto of the channel should be the best laid plans of mice and man often go awry, which is so true. When I decided to start the channel, everything was hunky-dory. Everything's going great. Had some time on my hands. Really enjoy doing this. Love riding the back roads of West Virginia. I love camping and all that. So, that was my plan. Let's do this channel. No worries. Plenty of time to do everything. But then everything's kind of been coming unglued. If you remember, about a month ago, our son and his family finally got back from Germany, which was a blessing. Now they're back in America. Even though I loved going to Germany, that was a lot of fun to go over there and see him. But, it's good to have him back a little closer. And lately, my parents are still alive, thank God. They're fairly healthy. But as you can tell, as old as I am, they really got to be old. And they're starting to have some health issues. So my wife and I are now getting ready to sell our house and move in to help take care of them, which really isn't going to be that bad. They live in Clarksburg also, so we're not leaving the area. And they've got it's one of the older houses, and it's got a garage apartment in the back. So we're going to move in there, so we'll only be 15-20 yards away, and again, help them with any things they might need. And again, I'm just glad that we're able to be around to help them. I think we miss that in society today. Nobody wants to take care of family anymore. I remember my dad telling stories from when he was a young man, and his grandfather came to live with them, and my mom's parents telling me the same kind of stories. And unfortunately, we don't see a lot of that anymore. We just want to push them off to a home or let them fend for life on themselves. And again, I'm just happy that God has blessed us enough to be able to be around to help them. So that's kind of thrown things into a little bit of not a tizzy. It's just, as anybody knows, selling a house, moving, getting ready to move, all that stuff is just crazy, and it's of course affected my ability to get out and ride as much as I would like to. But hey, we're still going to get this done. We're still going to have a lot of fun. I'd planned to do a longer trip this weekend, but my biggest fan from Virginia decided to come up and have a personal audience with her favorite motorcycle vlogger, Savannah from Glade Hill, West Virginia. Remember I said I didn't think Glade Hill was a real place, but it is, and she lives there, and she came up to see me, so of course I got to spend a little bit of time with her, which is always, again, a lot of fun and a blessing to hang out with Savannah. She's a good fan. So again, things like that have been going on, and go figure, this is another thing that's kind of making things interesting. My wife, the one who's not going to call emergency services for me or anything, and she kind of doesn't like me that much, I don't think. It's more of a toleration. But she's kind of getting upset that oh, look at this beautiful farm here. She's getting a little grumpy that I'm getting to come out and have all the fun. Camping and video. Oh, look at those donkeys. Speaking of my wife. Oh, no, I didn't say that out loud. I'm going to have to edit that out. She's going to smack me square in the mouth for that one. Anyway, she's watched a few of my videos, and she likes to do this stuff too, but she's a little bit of a diva. She not a big camper, so she's not all about sleeping on the ground in a tent and all that stuff. Oh, look at those pretty trees. But she loves the idea of traveling. So what we're thinking about doing, and this will work out great for the winter months when it's just too cold to ride or too snowy or stuff like that. We're going to look into getting one of those Sprinter vans and converting it into a camper. You can buy them already converted. And that way she could come along, Piglet could come along, and you know, we could all see West Virginia together. Piglet would love it. A lot of new places to smell and poop. That dog loves to poop in new places. So, yeah, that would be fun for Piglet, fun for us. That way we could travel down and see our son and his family in Louisiana. And of course, a shout out to my fans down there, Addie, Junebug, Pops Jr. Now my fan base has moved from Germany to Louisiana, so I still got some international fans, I think. But anyway, so that's kind of what's been going on with me. If we do the Sprinter van thing, we're kind of deciding what we're going to do. If we want to, that's what I want to do, you know, I'll have to do it. But if we buy possibly a used one, and I can do all the conversions on it, myself and my oldest son, he's very good at that kind of stuff. He's got all the tools. He's an aircraft mechanic, so he knows all about that stuff. The only thing that would probably kick us both in the butt would be the wiring, because you can put solar on those things, you can put generators and all, you know, you can get as crazy as you want. But if that happens, I'll bring you guys along as we go look at vans. If we get one and I convert it, I'll do a video on that. There'll probably be a couple videos on that. That's not very easy, I don't think. And then as we travel, we'll shoot videos with the van in the winter and all those things. That way we could go for some extended 3-4 day trips. And of course, my wife's a teacher, so this summer we could go on some really extended trips, a couple weeks maybe. So we'll see how all that pans out. Right now we're on 119.33 on our way into Glenville. And again, you can see the leaves are starting to change, the colors are getting ripe. Oh, that's a pretty old cabin. I don't know if it's old, but it's pretty. I think the leaves would have been a little better if I'd have gone more eastward. Up into the mountains, up by Seneca Rocks and all that. But again, I'm on a little bit of a time constraint this weekend. We started moving some stuff over Friday and yesterday, and like I say, our daughter and Savannah are up here, and I got to be back by 3 this afternoon because we're all going to go eat at I think we're going to Primanti Brothers over on Emily Drive. Our oldest son and his family, and Heather and Savannah, and my wife and I. They go get a bite to eat. So again, I thought I'd just do a quick ride today, show you some pretty scenery, some leaves. I think the ride back from Glenville will probably be a little prettier than this ride. Like I say, I came down 19 through Jane Lou into Weston, and I'm on 119.33 now. I don't know if the sun's kind of fading those leaves out, but they're really pretty through here. starting to fall on the road, makes things a little jiggy sometimes. But anyway, I plan to go back up 18 to West Union. And then, of course, I'll just run 50 back into town to the house. But again, when I first moved up here, I did some oil field work, and I really fell in love with Doddridge County, Ritchie County, out there around West Union, Ellenboro, running back in there to all those oil fields, and just some really beautiful roads back there. Unfortunately, the oil industry's kind of ruined them, but anyway, really pretty back through there, and I really loved 18 going north. I've never really been down 18 south out of Ellenboro, so not Ellenboro, West Union. So I'm really kind of anxious to see what that road has to hold. Maybe next week I want to, I'm going to, 1927. I wonder if that house was really built then. Man Cave Distilleries is down around West, and I passed it on the way down this morning. I'd like to come down and do a tour of that place. I think that would be pretty cool. And then I also just passed a winery, which again would be pretty cool to come, and I want to call those places and see if they'll let me come down and do tours and video it, and then put it on the vlog and let you all see what it's like. I've had some of that Man Cave liquor that they distill, and I've been pretty impressed with it. They just did a gin, and I was going to get that to review this weekend, but I thought I'd wait until after I do the tour. This weekend, as you've probably already seen at the intro, I got some Jefferson Reserve, which is, again, always a good, solid go-to bourbon. They've come out with, this is you'll see in the intro. I'm not going to bore you with it again, but it's really good stuff. So that's what I got in store for this week. But again, like I say, I'd really like to start doing some tours of places like that. Again, like I say, I want to go down to Greenbrier County. There's so much to see down there. There's the Greenbrier Valley Brewery. They do all kinds of great beers. The Greenbrier, there's so much to see in Lewisburg. The General Lewis, the Old Stone Church, the Old Girls School. There's a Civil War cemetery there that's pretty interesting. And then Ronsford, Fairleigh. That would probably, if I do that one, I don't think I could do that without my wife. We might do that when it gets a little colder. I doubt we'll have a van by then, but we'll drive down in her car maybe, or my truck or something, and we'll do that. And then again, if you guys, there's places you want me to go see, do specials on tour and stuff like that, just put some comments in the comment box or email me. I know I'm a dumbass. I put the wrong email address up just as I was getting ready to leave this morning. I was looking at my channel on YouTube, and I got those new stickers to give out. And I was thinking, man, that's kind of odd. Everybody likes a free sticker. And I wasn't getting any emails. I was checking my email and wasn't getting any, nobody was wanting any. So I thought, well, that's kind of odd. All you got to do is give me an address. Like I said, you don't have to put your name or anything, just an address, and I'll fill it out and send it to you. No cost to you. And I thought that was kind of odd. Nobody wants one. And then I looked just yesterday afternoon or this morning as I was getting ready to go, I put the wrong damn email down there. I told you I'm not a tech guru kind of guy, but we'll get through this together. I'll make sure my daughter's here so she can help me with some of this computer stuff. I'll get the email address up there, the proper one, today, and you guys can, if you want a sticker, shoot me an email, or again, leave a comment in the comment section, and we'll get a sticker out to you. I don't know if you've been looking as I've been running my mouth, but the trees are really pretty. I love these little places like this where the farm and the farmhouse and the barn are right on the road, and it's on both sides of the road. You gotta know, back in the day, this was probably just a little dirt road that went through the middle of Old Boy's farm, and it was no big deal back then. But now they've come in and paved it and traffic. That's been a little bit of a hindrance to our agrarian friends who run these farms. Oh, dead squirrel in the road. He didn't make it. Looked pretty fresh. Speaking of squirrels, I went squirrel hunting last Friday morning, out an hour or two to get out in the woods. Got two big ones. Fried them up and made squirrel gravy. And then this morning, that leftover gravy had biscuits and gravy. That was pretty good eating this morning. I impressed myself with the gravy. Wasn't too lumpy. Oh, here's another pretty one, an A-frame. Nice charger out in front. This is a pretty old farmhouse. Well, that's a pretty farm over there. Looks pretty big. I.L. Morris. Ooh, look at that big house. Mercy. It's like maybe the Clampetts live there. Old Jed and all his kin. Look at all that fancy gay. Oh man, that looks like an airplane hangar. Probably a helicopter. There wasn't enough flat space there for a runway. Somebody got a little bit of money in Glenville. Ooh, possum. Dead possum, unless he was playing possum. You never know. Them possums are crafty. Waco Oil and Gas Corporate Office. Go figure. That ties in with the history of Glenville a little bit. If you don't have gas, well, get one. Waco Oil and Gas, Glenville, was Sue Morris Sports Complex. Okay, I guess we're into Glenville now. Glenville is the county seat of Gilmer County. We got the fire engine lights flashing. I don't know if there's an emergency or they're just sitting around. I don't know much about Glenville, never been here before. We're gonna ride through and see what we got right up by the university. Glenville, around the late 1700s, early 1800s, pioneers would stop here because the Little Kanawha River runs through Glenville. And it was called the Ford for a while. And then somehow it got named Glenville. And it was a pretty popular city. Oh man, this is terrible. I caught myself. I didn't say anything bad like I wanted to. This was where they would ford the Little Kanawha River. So that's how the Ford got in there. And evidently, there was a lot of commercial traffic on the Little Kanawha. I'm sure goods going up and down the river. I think the Little Kanawha ties into the Kanawha, which ties into the Ohio. And again, we got to remember back before trains and planes and automobiles, you know, a lot of stuff was transported on river. That was the easiest way to transport things. Just like England has the huge canal systems over there. I watch several channels on YouTube about people who live on those narrowboats in England and just cruise the canals. And it's really beautiful over there. That'd be neat to do. So they said there was a lot of commercial traffic here. And then in 1875, discovered oil around Glenville, and like we saw Waco Oil Company back here, there's several oil companies that are headquartered or were headquartered here in Glenville. But gas and oil is kind of on the downside now. It's not hitting on much, so I don't know how many of them are still headquartered here or what's going on. But anyway, so that's a little bit about Glenville. I think it has about 1,500 residents. From what I've read, not a lot has happened in Glenville. 1985, there was a terrible flood that kind of wiped the city out, it said. But oh, that looks nice. But I'm sure they've rebuilt since then. Oh, that's probably Glenville State. We'll ride up through there. I'm sure there's a main entrance. That looks like the back way in. And after that, I'll probably shut the video off until I get back to that Lynn in 47. Oh, College Street. Yeah, we'll go this way and go up through the college and see what's there. Look at the university or college. I don't think Glenville State. Oh, it's Glenville State University now. They might have achieved university status. Who knows? We'll find out in a second. The only really famous alumnus that I could find, oh, this must be the downtown, the old theater. The only famous alumnus that I can find from Glenville State was Channing Tatum. Done a bunch of movies. I'm not a real big movie guy. I don't know who the hell he is, but from what I understand, I think the ladies really like him. He must be some kind of cutie pie or something. But anyway, that's all I found out about Glenville. Glenville, some pretty, again, all these little West Virginia towns are just so damn pretty. Look at that little square. There's the old, well, still, I don't know if it's old, it's the courthouse. Glenville State College, I guess it is not a university. Okay, this is, it says south entrance. We'll ride around and see what we got here. Let's see, just what I thought. There's nothing up here. This must be dorms or something. Criminal Justice House. I wonder what that is. Let's go up this way and see what we can see. Glenville State College. Ah, shoot. Just another dang parking lot. Ooh, no right turn. We're just going down here real quick. We'll go down this way. Hopefully nobody saw me go the wrong way on a one-way street. Oh yeah, here we go. This opens up into more of a blasting zone. Holy moly. The hell are they blasting here? Again, I see people out and moving around as you have seen. I'm gonna guess they're in session. With COVID and everything, you never know what's open and what's closed anymore. Ah, shoot. Road closed. Oh yeah, that goes down to where I thought, well. Oh, look at that. Oh, did y'all see that? Oh, Mr. Groundhog. Oops. right, we're getting ready to blow popsicle stand, I believe. Pretty campus, small campus. Again, I think if someone was going to pursue a college education, you'd be much better off at a small college university like this. I'm gonna bet they have a probably more conservative outlook on life and education and all those things. Again, pretty little campus here, both plenty of old history and plenty of new buildings, it looks like. I'm assuming, I don't know if those are dorms or what. Goodwin Hall. Pickens Hall. Now that looks like an old dorm. Oh, that's the new addition to the courthouse, it looks like. Democratic Pathfinder. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's not a good school. Got a Democratic Pathfinder sign there. Alright. Okay, we've seen just about all there is to see in Gilmer. So I'm going to pull over here.